Hello and welcome to this video where I will be explaining how to take a PDF like you see in front of you here and get it ready for MyOrderDesk in order to make it a variable template for your customers' use. So to begin, we're going to open up our PDF with Adobe Acrobat Pro. And you'll want to make sure that the PDF lib block plugin is installed. If it's not, we have another video that explains how to install it. So to get started, we're going to select the PDF lib blocks and then go ahead and select the block tool. Once that's selected, the next part is to build smaller blocks for each one of the fields that's going to be variable. So in this very basic fundamental video, I'm going to be making the name, the title, the cell phone number, and the email address variable. Everything else will be considered static. So I'll begin by drawing a small block. And I'm just going to call this name. And I want to make sure that the type is set to text line. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on create. And I'm going to do that for each one of the fields that's going to be variable. This will be title. We have our cell. And we have email. Okay, great. So now that I've created one for each of those, the next is going to be creating text flow blocks for everything that has similar spacing. So in this example, the name and the title have similar spacing, and the cell and the email have similar spacing. So I'll go ahead and put a block roughly around that. I want to make it as big as I want the name to actually be. And I'm going to name this name title block, and be sure to set the type to a text flow because we're going to be flowing the name and the title into this block. Okay. And then we're going to draw one as well around the cell and email. Again, they don't have to be perfect, and we're going to be adjusting the exact position a little bit later. This will be the cell email block. It's text flow, and we click on create. All right, so we've got our text line fields created, we've got our text flow fields created, and now we're ready to upload this PDF into MyOrderDesk. So you'll need to go to your MyOrderDesk website and be signed in as a site administrator. In the black bar at the top of the screen, click on the administration menu, and then click on ezMerge templates. We're going to create a new ezMerge template called XYZ Farm BC. Once that template's created, we're going to upload our PDF file to the template. You'll notice that a thumbnail appears. The next step is going to be the Fonts tab. Go ahead and click on Fonts, click on Add Files, and we'll select all of the fonts associated with this file and upload them. Perfect. There's going to be no graphics changing on this specific item, so we're going to go right over to fields and blocks. When we uploaded the PDF, MyOrderDesk interrogated the PDF to figure out what fields and blocks had been built, and you can see them here. These are the ones that we built on the PDF. So I'm going to put these in the order that I want the customer to fill them out. So we'll put name at the top, followed by title, and then cell, and then email. And then we'll put our text flows in order as well. Now that's done, we're ready to move on to the formatting of these fields. We're going to be setting the font and the size and the color of each one of these individual fields. So if I move my PDF a bit over here, we can begin to do that. So I'll go ahead and expand name. I'm going to go to the formatting tab, and then I'm going to go ahead and start to set the font, size, and color. Over here on my PDF, if I go to Tools and then Edit PDF, I need to turn off the PDF lib block tool. And this allows me to highlight the text and learn more about it. So if I highlight this, we can see that it is Helvetica bold oblique and it is size 11. Now I have the CMYK values of this. You'll need to get them out of either the original InDesign file or from the original person who created this file. So we'll come back over to ezMerge, and we know that the name is going to be bold oblique. We know that its size is 11, and we know that the CMYK value of this is 78, 40, 99, 38. Okay, great. So now we're ready to move on to the title field. Go ahead and click on Title, onto the Formatting tab. Come over to the PDF and highlight the text. It's bold oblique 9. We'll set that accordingly. And then we'll leave this set at PDF default, or what we can do is change it to CMYK, and it's 100% black. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to save both these fields and we'll collapse them. Next, we're going to move on to the cell field. I'll expand cell, and on the Formatting tab, we need to go back over to the PDF and find out more information. We can see it's Helvetica Standard 9. So back over to MyOrderDesk. We'll set it to Helvetica Standard 9. We can also leave this set at PDF default, which is also black as well. We'll click on Save. Now, there's another caveat to this cell field, and you'll notice that the word cell and a space appears before the phone number, and also that the phone number needs to be formatted in a very specific way. So in MyOrderDesk, what you can do is set the formatting of the phone number. We'll do this inside of our rules templates, and we'll set it to phone. Now, let's say that there were periods in here instead of parentheses and hyphens. You can simply override the formatting and put whatever characters you want into those fields, and that will force your customer to use that type of formatting. So we'll go ahead and save that. And also, you can see that the word cell appears before the phone number. In order for this to happen, we need to go into the linking tab. We're going to simply type the word cell. And then we're going to add the field to it. So what this means is when a cell phone number is typed, it's going to add this additional characters to that entire line. Perfect. And next, we're going to go to the email field. Go to Formatting, and again, it'll be the same as the cell phone field above. Now that we've set the formatting for each one of our fields, we need to make it so that those fields flow into our text flow fields down here. So we're going to collapse email and expand name title. In the name title block, we're going to click the text flow designer. We're going to click inside of the box and click on ezMerge fields. And then we're going to click on name. I'm going to press the enter key on my keyboard, and then I'll select title. Perfect. That same is going to happen with the cell and the email. Text flow designer, cell, email. Okay, great. We'll save those two fields. So now we're ready to begin testing by putting this template that we've built onto an ordering form. And so the way that we do that is make sure everything's saved. And we're going to go to the administration menu. We're going to click on Add Edit Order Forms. And we're going to add a new form. XYZ Farm BC. A new form is created. The next thing we're going to do is go over to the Power Fields area and drag and drop an ezMerge item from the left onto the right. It's going to ask us to name it. We'll name it something simple. And we don't need a caption, so we'll go ahead and leave that blank. Next, it's asking us which ezMerge item we want to display. We'll go ahead and choose the XYZ Farm business card, and we're going to click on Update. So there we go. We've set the template onto the order form. The next step is to view the order form. Up in the administration bar, I can click on the link View, and I can see my business card. The next step is to start to experiment with some of the spacing. So we're going to go ahead and fill in the same text that we see over in the business card. Okay, we can see our text merging in, but we still have some issues we need to work out. The first one that's very apparent is that our text is merging in to the left when it needs to be right aligned. So that's what we'll do first. The best way to edit this and go back and forth with your changes is to split the screen size between two different windows. So I'm going to go ahead and right-click where it says Edit and click on Open in New Window. I'm going to bring this over to the right, and I'm going to split the screen between the two of them. I'm going to click on Fields and Blocks. I'm going to go to my name field, click on Formatting, and set the alignment to the right. Once I save that field, all I have to do is come to my other window and click on Refresh, and I can see that that text moves over to the right. Now, because the name and the title are tied together, it's bringing that to the right as well, but just to be safe, I'm going to set the formatting to the right for the title as well. Perfect. We'll do that same thing for the cell and the email. We'll refresh our business card. Great. Now all of our text is merging over to the right. Now we need to line up the text and make sure that it's appearing in the spot that it should. In order to do this, there's a quick setting in MyOrderDesk underneath the Template tab that allows you to turn on debug mode. When you turn on debug mode, all of the text changes color, so it's easy to see what fields are merging and what fields are existing on the PDF. Let's start by lining up the name and the title block first. Over in your ezMerge template, select Fields and Blocks, expand Name and Title, and click on the Position tab. We're going to be overriding the position of the block on the PDF in order to get it to line up perfectly with the text on the PDF. Go ahead and click on Override. And the main settings we're going to be working with are the left position and the top position. And these dictate how many points that box is away from the left side of the business card and the top of the business card. So we can see that our text needs to move over to the left, which means we're going to decrease this number. I'm going to save that setting and refresh my business card and see that my text does indeed move over. Now there still is a little bit of space left there. We're going to go ahead and decrease that just a little bit more. Perfect. My text is almost perfect on there. The next step that we're going to do is raise our text just a tiny bit to get rid of that green so we can make sure it's 100% perfect. So I'm just going to decrease this down to 15. Excellent. So that's directly where it needs to be. And sales underneath it is right where it needs to be as well. So there's no need to adjust our leading. The next step is to work with our cell and email field below. So over on our ezMerge template, we'll collapse name and title, and we're going to expand email and cell. We can definitely see that our text needs to move over to the left quite a bit. So we'll click on the Position tab. We're going to override our block, and we're going to begin decreasing this amount. With practice, this will become easier, but for right now, I'll just bring it down to 94. Okay, that helped, but we definitely need a little bit more. That was just a bit too far. Let's come back. And just a little bit more. Okay, that's very, very close. Now we can see that the leading between the cell and the email field is just a bit off. So to adjust the leading of the fields inside of this flow block, we're going to go to the Formatting tab. And right where it says leading, we're going to change that 115 to 125. All right, that's just about perfect. And I can tell that the text needs to move over to the right just a little bit more. So we'll go back to our Position tab. Let's go ahead and set this up to 90. Perfect. So now we can see that all of our text from name, title, cell, and email is perfectly lined up. This means we can turn off debug mode and remove the text from the PDF file. We'll show you how to do that now. Back on the ezMerge template, navigate over to Template, unselect debug mode, and click on Save. Next, we're going to open our PDF again, and we need to remove this text from our PDF. If you click on the Edit, you'll be able to select this text and right-click it and delete it off of the business card. Perfect. We'll go ahead and resave our PDF, go back into ezMerge, and we're going to re-upload this PDF without that text on it. You can see from the thumbnail that now the text has been removed. If we go back over to our MyOrderDesk order form and click on Refresh, you'll see that debug mode turns off and the text flows in exactly where it should go. This has been a very quick introduction to ezMerge and the fundamentals of how to take a PDF and get it ready for MyOrderDesk. Thanks and have a great day.